Okay, so you click that you wanted to install plugins to your server. And what you want to do now is actually head over to configuration here. Press this configuration page here. And then you want to make sure you have plugins Rocket Mod clicked in. Just check that and accept it. And now you want to head over to server overview. And you want to restart the server. And make sure it starts up in the normal server without the FTP mode, and it should say started. Now that you've restarted the server, you just want to wait for a while for Rocket Mod to install, because it might take a while. And now as you have let it load a while, you don't need to stop the server and start it as only FTP. You can modify the server when it's started because the FTP is also up. Press web FTP just like this, and now when you're in here, you want to press servers, press server, and you see Rocket here, and this is basically where you want to install your different plugins, and you have your permissions file, which I will be showing in the next video. And this is basically where you can install your default plugins, TPA, and so on. After this video, you'll be able to click video showing how you can install different permissions and different ranks on your server. If you press plugins here, you can see that the folder is empty. What you want to do now is open a new page on Google and search up Rocket Mod plugins, just like this. You should see the plugin repository. I opened all the different pages here with all the plugins on Rocket Mod. There's of course mods that you can buy. For example, Udemy is for 70 euros, Item Vault for 40 euros. Pretty expensive, but when you buy them, you'll have them permanently. What I'm going to search for here is a TPA, so I'm just going to press Ctrl F and write TPA, and we find it here. If we press it, we can download it real quick. And basically now that I've downloaded this, I will pull it to my desktop, just like that. And then I will press the upload button here, upload zip file, and we're going to press TPA here, which is the plugin we wanted. Upload and unzip or just upload. I'm just going to go ahead and press upload and unzip because there's no point in having it uploaded and not unzipped. So we're just going to press that. And we're going to let it load. And now as you can see, we have Rocket Mod TPA DLL. What you want to do now that you have that in, you want to head over to server overview. Press restart server, and it's pretty much when we installed Rocket Mod. It's gonna take a while, but when you install a plugin itself, it's gonna most of the times take a lot faster than installing Rocket Mod. And now as you can see here, we have it started. What you want to do now is head over to your web FTP here, and you want to head over to servers again, server, and Rocket. And now you can press plugins here, and you can see their folder called Rocket Mod TPA. If we open it, we can configure it however we want. There's no need in editing the translation. You can edit both of these. So if you press the translation, for example, if you do for example /TPA, it's gonna show all of these helplines here: TPA player name, TPA accept, TPA deny, TPA abort. You don't want to change any of these ones, but you can change the messages here to whatever you want. If you feel like you have a different message that makes more sense than this. But I'm just gonna leave it as default, and we're gonna close that. The main thing you want to edit is the configuration file, so we're gonna edit that. And as you can see here, we have a TPA cooldown. If we want to put on 0 seconds, there's not gonna be any seconds on sending a TPA, which is all fine with me. We have a delay on how long it takes for the TPA to go through. So if I send a TPA to someone and they accept, it's gonna take now 10 seconds for me to teleport to them. I'm gonna put it on 5, and Ninja Effect ID. I'm not really sure what this is, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave it. If you guys know what this is, please let me know in the comments below and help out other people. If you don't have this on true, it doesn't matter what the TPA delay is on. Cancel on bleeding, I'm gonna leave it as false. Basically, if you put this on true and someone sent a TPA to you, or you sent a TPA to someone else, and you start bleeding, or the other guy starts bleeding, it's gonna cancel the TPA. Same goes for cancel on hurt, which is basically if you get shot or you just break your legs, it's not gonna work to send a TPA. So another mod that I'm gonna install is simple death messages. Basically displays a message in the chat when somebody's getting killed, and it shows what they got killed by. So we're gonna go ahead and download this, and what you want to do now is you want to press upload here again, and upload zip. I put the simple death messages here and press open, just like that. And you want to press upload and unzip like before. This is gonna go in here, and what you need to do once again, restart your server for this to load the plugin in. Basically, you can choose different colors to have here, like yellow, black, white, whatever you feel like having here. I'm just gonna keep it as red as a default. Before we try the server out, make sure to always, if you customize something, restart the server to make sure everything is working. But we're gonna go ahead and go to Hostturned and launch it and join the server to make sure everything is working. But now when you're in the server and you try doing /TPA, it shows the different things here. Unfortunately right now I didn't have anyone to test this out with me, but basically if this shows up, it's gonna work 100%. The TPA, and then you put the username of the person you want to TPA to. And now if we go ahead and drown real quick, if we could do that, that would be perfect. Let's see. Let's just wait a while until we drown here, and we're gonna see if the death messages work properly. There we go, you suffocated to death. Breath Blue Diller. That's my name on the character right now. But if it says breath, you drowned obviously, or you were too high up in the sky basically. Plugins themselves are very easy to install, but if you press on the screen right now, I will show you how you can set up permissions for your server, which is something you need in case you want to have a public server. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to stay coffee, and I'll catch you in the next one.